This is Haley reading from, what is this, Fundamentals? Self-analysis?
The Fundamentals of...
Oh, okay. That's what I figured it was.
Okay. The parts of man. The individual man is divisible into 3 parts. The first of these is a spirit, called in Scientology Satan. The second
If you say with a list, it sounds like Satan.
Satan.
Continue.
The second of these parts is the mind. The third of these parts is the body. Probably the greatest discovery of Scientology and its most forceful contribution to the knowledge of mankind. The spirit, I skipped a line, has been the isolation, description, and handling of the human spirit. That's where that word was. Accomplished in July, in July 1952 in Phoenix, Arizona. I established along scientific lines rather than mere belief that.
But where's all this fucking proof? He's never
like asshole.
Up there. I wonder what will happen if I pop some pills and drink some rum and sit at a typewriter. I'll come up with Scientology.
It won't even be as crazy. Where was I? Oh. That thing, which is the person, the personality, is separable.
Separable?
I'm trying to get this little from the body and the mind. My ass is hanging in.
You sound like a southern preacher. Like a southern lady preacher.
Man, that wheel, okay. In ages past, there has been considerable controversy concerning the human spirit or soul. And various attempts to control man, I like how man is capitalized,
yeah,
have been effective in view of his almost complete ignorance of his own identity.
This is all fucking rambling, like, none of it makes any fucking sense, and they're all like, this makes so much sense, like, this is just totally mind-blowing, you have to read this, it's just, like, the greatest fucking thing that anybody ever fucking put on paper, like, that's how they really act, they really do that. Scientology works, man, you just gotta read the books, like, that's how they are. They're just I'm reading it, and I'm, like, halfway through self-analysis, and I'm like, what does this mean? Like, I don't understand this at all. I think they're all high when they read it.
Yeah, or they're
like sit in a naked circle and
hold hands with each other's dicks and fuck it. Okay. The spirit. I'm skipping. The Satan spirit is described in Scientology as having no mass, no wavelength, no energy, and no time or location in space. Set by consideration or postulate. They're getting in geometry right now. The spirit, then, is not a thing. It's a creator of things. The usual residence of the Satan is in the skull or near the body. A Satan can be in one of 4 conditions. The first will be entirely separate from the body or bodies, or even from this universe. The second will be near a body and knowingly controlling the body. The third will be in a body, the skull. They say in the body like 3 times. And the fourth would be an inverted condition.
In the body?
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Whereby he is compulsively away from the body and cannot approach it. There are degrees, subdivisions, of each one of these 4 states. The most optimum, is that a word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, he makes up shit in here.
Optimum, it's like the best choice or like the most ideal option.
Oh, okay. Whatever. All these conditions, from the standpoint of man, capitalized. I'm not bored with this. I want to give them something else. Let's see. Causation and knowledge. Scientology is composed of many axioms. Self-evident truths. There are some 58 of these axioms and conditions. I like how they capitalize it the second time and not the first time.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the 200 count them.
That's because he didn't have an editor. He wrote these books and basically made a huge printing press and just made his own shit and didn't get an editor. So no one edited his books. They are as he wrote them originally.
Oh.
Does that make a lot more sense?
Yeah.
Why? What was that one? Beginningless?
Beginningless is supposedly one word. A word, whatever. Axiom 1. Life is basically a static definition. A life static has no mass, no motion, no wavelength, no location in space or time.
Didn't we just go over that?
Basically. It has the ability to postulate and perceive. Definition. Another definition. In Scientology, the word postulate means to cause a thinkingness or consideration. It is I don't think he graduated from middle school or something like that.
He failed out of college, so.
He was just stupid.
He took 1 year and failed out, so.
It is a specially applied word. Yeah, I understand. And it is defined as causative and thinkingness. The axiom 2 is static, is capable of considerations, plural, postulates and opinions. That's spot. Let's go to something else. Beginningness and doingness. Oh, beginningness, comma, doingness, and heaviness. The game of life. The game of life. Shit. Demands that one assumes a beingness. He likes to end things with ness. In order to accomplish a doingness.
That's not a word.
I know.
Doingness.
These are havingness in the direction of havingness. Chapter 3. The conditions of existence. If you ask an auditor how these work in processing, he will tell you that there's a specialized form of each of these conditions. Beginningness equals identity. The processing, form of beingness is identity. To achieve a betterment of beingness and the granting of beingness, the auditory remedies, couldn't read the word, with processing the scarcity of identities of the pre-clear.
That sentence made no sense.
I know. The pre-clear, whatever the fuck that is.
A pre-clear is like whenever you go into Dianetics, which is like the subdivision of Scientology, they have these things called engrams, which are basically every painful experience, like any emotionally painful experience or physically painful experience. And apparently they cause these engrams, and basically like It looks like an upside-down pyramid, and, like, basic is at the bottom, and that's supposed to be the very first painful experience you had in the womb. And when you go to auditing, it's, like, basically talking to a fucking therapist. Like, they do all these, like, training fucking things and shit, and they make you, like, go back and, like, fucking retell the story, like, 90 times until you get, like, every detail of it down. And then, like, it's supposed to relieve you of stress, and then you move on. But, like, someone that's a pre-clear is going through auditing to get rid of all the engrams. And if you're clear, then you're called an OT, which is operating Satan, which basically means, like, you don't have any engrams and you're basically a perfect human being. Like, you don't have anything wrong with you. It's all very stupid.
How are you supposed to know things?
I don't fucking know. And, like, these engrams cause you to act certain ways. Like, if, like, a 5-year-old girl fell into a pool and she couldn't swim, and the lady's like, somebody, like, an adult comes over and they're, oh, she can't breathe. She'll grow up thinking that she has asthma when she really doesn't. And it's a psychosomatic illness, meaning, like, it's just what you've caused yourself to believe that you have.
Oh, Jesus. How do you do this? Next page!
I don't even know how I remember all that shit.
I don't know. Nah, you have good memory. Okay. How about heaviness? As there must be a playing field for a game to be held. See you later, game. And no big conditions. So there must be heaviness.
Oh, God.
One must be able to possess. There are millions of methods of possession in life. The obvious one becomes overlooked. If one could see a thing, he can have it. Yes, he thinks he can. They're telling you to steal, kids. They're telling you to steal.
Oh, God.
The degree to which one can live is the degree to which one can own. To own is not to label or cart away. To own is to be able to see or touch or occupy. One loses to the degree he is forbidden to have, but to play the game, one must be able to believe he can have.
Oh, God. See, I told you really funny early in the morning.
Okay. What the fuck is that? You see this? You see this? What is that?
It looks like a jumbled pile of metal. It looks like Obama. Look at that. That fucking looks like Obama. What does it say down here?
Man or any life form in this universe seems to love problems. A problem is more important than freedom. Problems keep up interest.
So I guess it's like a puzzle type thing
that Obama is trying to solve. Get him, Obama.
Get him. Oh, God.
Problems. Man or any life form in this universe. See?
Who the fuck is texting me?
Alan. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's Jackie.
Oh.
Okay. Back to my story. When a man has a problem very thoroughly and can't solve it, he really has too few problems. You need more. I'm telling you to have problems, kids. The insanity amongst the idle is a matter of problem scarcity. The problem is defined as two or more purposes in opposition, or intention versus intention. Over the conditions of existence can come many complex problems. If a man had all the attention in the world, he would be unhappy. If he had all the identities possible, he would still be unhappy. If he could blow up Earth or create any other huge effect he wanted without limit, he would be miserable or insane. If he could own everything everywhere, He